Good morning, everyone. So, how are you all doing? Well, as you know, we are almost at the end of the chapter Federalism of class 10th. I, Sharmishta Ghosh of the Millennium School, Lucknow, is today going to take you to the end journey of federalism, and we'll take up two very important topics. That day we end up in the decentralization India. We talked about decentralization in India. But before I start, I'd like to tell you that you all join your hands, take a deep breath, just thank everybody around for all the good things that you see across, and just say a big thanks with a big smile. Wonderful children, so nice. Alright, so that day we took up the topic decentralization in India, that our whole system of governance got divided into three levels, and it happened in 1992. The amendment was 2073 and the 74th amendment. It was felt that India as a huge country cannot work only in two levels, state government and the central government. So it's better that the local government is also considered, and that whole form your decentralization. So there were many features that we did that day, and completely agree to it, that mandatory to hold the elections, states reserve executive heads, 1/3 of the positions of the women, state election commission in all states for all the panchayat and municipal elections. There are many points such. So these features of the three tier of democracies, very, very important. So out of that way, let's come to the actual local government that works in India. And that system is known as a Panchayati Raj system. Rural local government. Wonderful to know. As the word suggests, Panchayat, Panch, right? So this word has a total meaning where you have the people together, who is the head. So each village or a group of villages in some states has a Gram Panchayat. So basically your Gram Panchayat is the local body which works in the village level. It is a council consisting of several ward members and a president or a sarpanch. So if it's a small village, you will have just not that village, around that all many small villages will come together, that will form your ward members, and out of all this, one sarpanch will be chosen. And who choose it? So they are directly elected by the adult population living in a village or a ward. And what actually they do? They actually look after the working of the village system. So it becomes like people are electing their head who will look after the development of the village. At such a minute level, our whole system of governance work. It actually, this idea was there in the mind of Mahatma Gandhi ji also. He always felt that the state, the three-tier system should be considered, and the village should be involved in the governance. But in a report by Balwant Rai Mehta, he was the second chief minister of Gujarat after independence. He came with a report in 1957, and he considered and said that yes, the governance at the level of the local government is must for a country to work in a better way. So three-tier system. Many of the points came out from your Balwant Rai Mehta. This was first taken as a small project, you can say, on 2nd October 1959 in Rajasthan. It was adopted in a very small village, and it was inaugurated by Jawaharlal Nehru. They wanted to see whether the Gram Panchayat actually worked in a better way, and it was taken up by Andhra Pradesh. This is few things you should remember. This Panchayati Raj system was first taken up by the state Andhra Pradesh, and they worked wonderfully. So the Gram Panchayat is a decision making body for the entire village to look after the welfare, the development of a village. The Panchayat works under the overall supervision of Gram Sabha. So this Panchayat work with the Gram Sabha. Who is the Gram Sabhas? So they are the voters, alright? And they need to meet 2-3 times to approve the budget and also review Gram Panchayat performance, whether the Panchayat is actually working or not. So when this Gram Panchayat of many villages meet together, they form the Panchayati Samiti or the block committee or the mandals. Just have a look at this triangle and you will get that how the system of local government work. The lowest is your village level, then comes your block level. So many Gram Panchayat together form the Panchayati Samiti, and many Panchayati people over here, the elected members from the Jilla Parishad. This is the 3 level we work in the local government. Consider, as you know, you stay in UP have 72 districts. So just the district head cannot work, because in every district there are numerous villages. So what is done in Panchayati system? That 2-3 villages come together, form a Gram Sabha under our Sarpanch and the Ward Samiti. They work, and likewise later on this Sarpanch or the Gram Sabha or the Gram Panchayat form together your Panchayati Samiti, and at this block level form your Jilla Parishad. So all Panchayati system Samiti or the mandals in a district together make a Jilla Parishad. So who are these members? Lok Sabha, MLAs of the district, and some other officials at the district level. So here it's the ones who are the Lok Sabha, MLAs of districts, and some officials of the district level. So think about this whole system working from the grassroots level. Not even a single village is left. The welfare of every village is seen, development is seen. We are gradually building up this local system, a strong pillar. In India, it's been quite a long time. We have started working on it. But yes, everything takes time, because it's a huge country and we are working in a very, very good way. Our villages are coming up gradually and standing strong in the development of our country. Now we have colleges, we have schools, we have roads, electricity have almost reached. This cannot be done in a single day. It took time. And the Panchayati Raj system plays a very, very important and a vital role in the coming up of the villages in such a good way. So we can consider that India villages are doing very well, and one of the reason is your Panchayati Raj system, the local governance, the grassroots level governance. Now we have seen this as your rural. Must be somebody doing this in the same way in a urban areas. So they are your municipalities. So Gram Panchayat for the rural areas and municipalities for urban areas. Every city or a town will have municipality. So big cities are constituted into municipal corporation, like your Delhi have a municipal corporation, your Mumbai have a municipal corporation, BMC as you know, Lucknow is having a municipal LMC as you know. So we work under municipal corporation. So municipalities plus municipal corporation controlled by the elected bodies of people's representatives. So who are the ones choosing them? Say these elected bodies of people's representatives. So head of municipality is your municipal chairperson, and municipal corporation means in a big city, a big town, that's your mayor. So your homework here, a small homework here, who is the mayor of Lucknow? Please find it out and you can note it down and write in your copies. This new system of local government is the largest experiment in democracy considered anywhere in the world. We knew that again, if a city, town have to work in a better way, the way that we were taking out the villages to work, we need to have certain body working towards its welfare, social development, roads, parks, gardens, whatever you say. So this municipalities idea came along, and today in India, municipalities and the municipal corporation are doing very well. They have hand in the welfare as well as the cleanliness, the development of that area. So the constitutional status of the local government has helped to deepen democracy in our country. Also increase women's representation and voice in our democracy. So wrapping up with these two last points, it tells us that how at every level India have tried to work on, and this policy of governance at all the levels, three-tier system has benefited us, and we have done tremendous growth and development, and we still have to do a lot, and we are trying to do it. So that's what your whole topic of federalism speaks. It talks about your way is a system, that government in which a power is divided between the central authority and various constituent units. These units, when we talk, the local government is also a constituent unit. We started from this topic and we are ending at municipalities. In the next phase, we will take up the revision, recap, and the question answers. So for today, just write a very short note on the Panchayati Raj system and its importance. I repeat, you will just write a small note on a Panchayati Raj system and its importance. Draw the diagram that I have already shown you in this slide, and accordingly give your own points. Try to find more about the Panchayati Raj system and put it in your own words. Thank you very much, children. Thank you for this lovely day. Be good, stay home, stay safe, and just love everybody and respect your elders. Taking that note, bye bye. Have a good day.